Hi, I'm Julia Gigis. I'm a Belmont alum, but not only am I a Belmont alum, I'm a Belmont transfer alum. So I started my Belmont journey in my fourth year of college. So I was a senior and I ended up doing 2 years at Belmont and I was able to graduate as a fifth year or a super senior, whatever you want to call it. And I remember my experience being at first, I was so nervous about orientation week. And at Belmont, that's called Towering Traditions or TT week. And I was just nervous because I was 21, almost 22, and I was fearful that I wouldn't have much in common with people straight out of high school or that orientation would feel redundant for me because I had already gone through all of that at my previous institution. But to my surprise, Belmont did an absolute incredible job of bringing that excitement back into life for me, and making sure that me myself as a transfer and the other transfers felt welcomed and felt just as excited. They put us into a group of transfers, so people were similar age as me. They had the same experience of going through that gap year during COVID and not being sure what to do, and it just felt like a very welcoming, inclusive environment. As far as my experience during my 2 years as a student, I absolutely plugged in. I joined different clubs such as the Boulevard team, which is the student social media team, and I got an internship at the university marketing department. I also was a part of doing a lot of work in the entrepreneurship center because I was so lucky to compete in business competitions and win prize money to work on my entrepreneurial pursuits. Something else about Belmont that's super cool is there are many different opportunities to do some off-campus learning. So, for example, I did a retreat one weekend in North Carolina with some of my classmates to learn about social justice entrepreneurship. And that was just a really great experience networking with students from different colleges across the country and learning about their experiences. Some other cool things is I was in Curb College. I studied journalism and my minor was in social media management, which I think is just the coolest thing that Belmont offers that as a degree. And I actually work in social media management now, and I had a few job offers right before graduation and landed a job in social media management. But something that's really cool about Curb College and any college at Belmont is just so many different opportunities and real world experience. And something I also love is that there are so many adjunct professors who have full time jobs doing the kind of job that I wanted to do. And not just the job I wanted to do, but there were lawyers who would teach us the basic communication law classes because I was a journalism major. Or one of my adjunct professors, he owned a podcast agency in Nashville, and I got to go to his podcast agency and go to the networking events and learn from people in the industry. So, absolutely return on investment with coming to Belmont. I am so happy with my transfer experience. Not just academically, but also I did, as someone who's a little socially anxious or someone who's introverted, I did end up making some friends because the class sizes are small, especially in the social media management minor. So I remember going to class with like the same exact group of 15 people 3 times a week, and met one of my good friends through there. Also, despite all odds, met my boyfriend at Belmont. So just super happy with my experience and just love Belmont. And I remember before I came to Belmont, it was always my dream school, and I was like, I have a Belmont shaped hole in my heart, and now I feel fulfilled, and I'm just so happy that I get to call myself a Belmont alum and have the sticker on the back of my car and wear the sweatshirt and say "Go Bruins" to people across town. Or sometimes when I visit Alabama and I go home and someone else is wearing a Belmont sweatshirt, I'm like, "Go Bruins!" So yeah, if you're thinking about transferring, just remember that you need to take the steps to make yourself happy and do what's best for you. Don't listen to what your friends are doing. Don't listen to status quo. Just do what feels good for you.